Hello and good day to everyone. My name is Michael Gibson from Full Sail University, and today we are going to be discussing terms and use by analyzing Priceline's terms and conditions, also known as terms and conditions. Now, just a quick introduction on the company. For those of you who aren't aware, Priceline.com is an online travel agency based out of Norwalk, Connecticut, and they help travelers find discounted rates for travels on related purchases, or for related purchases. Now, these purchases can include like air travel tickets, hotel stays, as well as like car rentals and things people need when they go on a vacation or they're traveling, taking a trip somewhere. Now, today we want to look at their consumer agreement, which is also known as terms and conditions. And we just want to answer a few questions about those, okay? So after reviewing the terms and conditions, the first thing we want to go over is if the contract is valid, right? So the terms and conditions are considered legally binding contracts once the user signs or clicks the I agree terms electronically, which is a pretty simple concept that, if you go through the terms and conditions and you accept it just like any other contract, then those terms and conditions are there to protect and uphold, the agreement between both parties. Even though you didn't necessarily get to make the contract or get to set your terms, if you accept them, you are bound to uphold your part of the agreement. That's a pretty simple concept, I think. Now next, we want to understand if the visitors are bound to the agreement or should they have to click I agree. In my opinion, I think that visitors are only bound to the agreement if they accept the terms and conditions, right? I mean, just because you go on someone's site doesn't mean that, you're bound to agree, on anything. The terms or conditions are an opportunity to see if you would like to continue the transaction or the service, in which, like I say, you have the right to decline or just not accept. You may not be able to receive that service if you don't, but I also think that this should be stated in the terms, right? So you should know that the terms should state that this is legally binding once you accept it, in order to proceed. Now, let's see. If you have a dispute with Priceline, can you sue them? Why or why not? When it comes to Priceline, after researching that after you have accepted the terms and conditions, you still have a right to file a claim or a dispute. If you have a dispute, it must be submitted within the first 2 years of the incident that you're disputing in order for it to be considered a valid claim, right? Now, after the submission, Priceline must have this resolved within the first 60 days, or you do have the right to seek legal relief through an arbitration or a small claims court in which you can sue them, which is stated in the terms and conditions. All right, now lastly, after reviewing the terms and conditions, it asks what changes could be made. As I stated a little earlier, I think that each section of the terms and conditions, for one, well, let me back up. So as you're going through the sections, I think there should be checkpoints in each section, right? So in each part, there should be a checkpoint that you can electronically agree to that part of the section rather than going through all these sections, because there's a bunch of them, and then it's accepting them at the end. I think that would help. Like the boxes should just be checked off in order to proceed. It should also, like I said, let the user or the visitor know that these are clickable binding documents, because I didn't see that anywhere. And that will help prevent any confusion or form of miscommunication on the purpose of the agreement, right? Or the mission of the agreement. Other than that, it feels like everything is pretty much standard and informative as far as the terms and conditions. So I think that's probably the only thing that needs to be changed. Um, so that is going to wrap up our Priceline terms and conditions overview. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments below in this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you.